welcome to another episode of Breaking the Cycle with Devin, the channel where we talk about how to reach financial independence and retire early. Today is a little special one. Today we're going to be talking about mainly what are the reasons for achieving FIRE. I mean, there are some obvious reasons out there. A lot of people want to retire early. The idea of working till you're 60-year-old isn't really something that a lot of people find exciting. So, I don't know, a lot of people have an issue with the FIRE community and this idea that once you retire early, you're going to be bored, you're not going to know what you want to do. The idea of retiring early may sound great on paper, but in reality, it really isn't that great. So, what I really want to focus on is the first part of FIRE, the financial independence. And I think that really is the key. And what you do with it after that is your choice. And I think that's where the power comes from. Once you achieve this point in your life where you have financial independence and it turns into a choice of whether or not you want to work, that kind of changes your entire outlook on life. Once you don't have to go to this 9-to-5 job anymore and you actually have the freedom to do the things that you want to do because you know that you're financially stable, and whether or not you choose to work or whether or not something goes well, maybe you start a new business and that business doesn't necessarily go well, but that's fine because you know that you're financially independent now and it doesn't really matter how your business does. But the big thing is that you have that choice. And I believe that if everyone, obviously everyone's not going to be able to achieve, well, we believe everyone can achieve financial independence, but I mean the theory that everyone gets on board for the FIRE movement and we change the whole world's view is probably unlikely. But I really think that once you become financially independent, it'll change your entire outlook on life. No longer will you do things that you have to do. You'll start doing things that you're actually passionate for. Maybe what you love to do isn't, maybe there isn't a business, you can't necessarily make a business out of it. Maybe it's not that profitable. But if you were financially independent, you could actually do those things. You could have a little part-time job where, I don't know, maybe you like teaching. Maybe you just want to part-time teach because that's something you love to do. But you know that with your current finances right now, there's no way you'd be able to sustain that. Or maybe you just want to try to start a business. You want to, I don't even know. I mean, any business you want to. But just the main idea is that I want people to think of financial independence as something that will free you. Something that will free you from what you have to do and changing things over to what you want to do, what you're passionate for, things that make you want to wake up in the morning and work. Yes, a lot of people may be doing this because they really just want to retire early and they just want to do whatever they want. Maybe that's traveling the world, maybe that's helping other people out, maybe it's volunteering. It could be whatever it is. If that's the path you want to go, then that's the path you can take. But the fact is that you want to have that choice. And that's really what we're looking for. It's being financially independent so we can do the things that we want to do. We don't have to go to our 9-to-5 job anymore if we hate our boss every day and you're just frustrated when you come home and you're just getting depressed from everything you have to do. Once you're financially independent, you could say, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something else. And that's where I think the real beauty of financial independence is. And that's one of the reasons that I'm striving for it. I find it very unlikely that when I reach financial independence in probably 15 years or so, that I will stop working. I enjoy working. I really do. And I've taken long breaks before. I've taken 2.5 months off of work before. And I can tell you, you get bored really quickly. If you don't have something that makes you want to get up in the morning, life gets boring really, really quickly. And that's something that's a little scary. But it's not like you have to be focused on one thing. It can evolve over time. Maybe you reach financial independence and for all that hard work you spent building up all that money, you take a year or two off of work and you go do whatever you want. And then when you start getting bored, you're like, hey, let's get a part-time job, or let me be my own boss. Let me be an entrepreneur. Let me try to make something. And all these options start coming out once you reach this financial independence and you no longer have to worry about these things. And that's just something that I'm really trying to focus on this channel. And I thought it would be good to kind of point out the why we are trying to achieve FIRE. And it's not necessarily that we don't like to work. It's that we want to be able to work, but work on things that we want to work on, things that we are passionate about, things that really, really make you wake up in the morning and say, hey, I can't wait to do this. And a lot of us are unfortunately not in a position right now where that's an option. And that's the reason why I'm personally trying to reach FIRE. Well, thanks for coming to the channel. Just like, comment, subscribe. Maybe put down in the comments why you're trying to achieve FIRE. Maybe it's something that you want to do. Maybe it's a business that you're thinking about starting up and you just want to have some more free time. Maybe you want to spend more time with your kids. Hey, comment down below what you think. Thanks for coming to the channel. This is another episode of Breaking the Cycle with Devin. See you guys.